Hello, everybody. This is Alzonia Shalise from Ace One Credit Score. Um, one of the biggest mistakes I see people make is when paying back their balances. Is always the late payments on your credit report. Your payment history counts as 35% of your credit report. It tells the creditors how reliable you are when paying your bills back. Not only do you pay them back, but do you pay them back on time, and what your utilization rating is. Now, if you have a high credit card utilization up to 65%, yeah, that's gonna knock your credit score down. And the late payments are almost like a double whammy, because no one wants to trust you if you have a late payment. And then on top of that, the more late payments you have on your credit report, it's almost not worth fighting to have them removed, because at that point you end up, you might as well just lose the account, which is gonna happen. Or you keep the late payments on your credit report, and then you take the bad, and you will have to, more than likely, in order to get someone to remove those late payments, if you have 5 or 6 late payments on there, you're gonna have to make maybe 6 on-time payments before you can start negotiating with the creditors to see if they can remove the late payments off your credit report. It's always best to keep your utilization down to like 3%, which is almost like never using the card. Maybe buy a coffee or something, and once a month with the card, just to keep it active, and then pay that back immediately. And another way when paying back your credit card is to pay off the balance just before the statement date. Okay, and that's the date that the creditors report to the bureau. So if the creditors report to the bureaus on the 19th, you want to pay down your balance, like maybe between the 16th, 16, 17, 18, just before they report, because when you do it that way, when they report to the bureaus, it's going to be a zero balance owed, as opposed to you paying down the balance on the 30th of the month prior to that, and then they report to the bureaus on the 19th, and by that time you've already incurred another balance, because you've used the card since you paid it down, and so now you still have a balance owed on that. So it will always show that your utilization is above the minimum. Okay, and again, the way to keep that down is to barely use the card, because if you think about it, most people that have credit actually probably don't need it. American Express cards and all those cards, their utilization is down to like 3%. If anything, I've even had some people, they had their utilization down to 1%. It's like barely even using the card. So when looking at your credit report, the payment history is like the biggest thing. If you can get that payment history down, and your utilization down, it's sure to help your credit score take a nice boost, just for informational purposes. Don't say I didn't warn you. Talk to you soon.